Victoria Dennis with
Hello,
us.
I gotcha.
Victoria, great to have you. And the first point comes out of the middle for Muhammad Mbe, 6'3" senior for Fort Valley State.
Mbe is going to be so fun to watch. He hit just above 500 the other evening, brings a lot of spark to this team.
Fort Valley State in their win against Queens University of Charlotte hit 362. Zach Rama is dug in zone 5 by Keaton Long. Down for Logan Rogers, number 3, wearing the black uni. He towers over the competition by the pin.
Great swing by the freshman. Doesn't play like one at all. Has great volleyball IQ and was able to identify that big Bruin block out in front and use it.
Mbe will serve line for Chris Connolly. Sean Kelly, the sophomore, absolutely torches that attack out of the middle.
Great quick pick from Kelly, using that first tempo set to get on that ball quickly. That's exactly what they want to do to earn a first ball side out.
Sean Kelly averaging 2.77 kills per set. And Drew Rowan serving too strong, number 7 in white for UCLA, the 3-time All-American. And he does so many good things for UCLA.
Rowan is a standout athlete. He's one of my favorite to watch across the nation, and he's been able to lead this Bruins program for so long. And now in his senior year, we know he's very hungry to hold up that trophy at the end, but we're just getting started. But watch for Rowan to continue to distribute the ball at such a high efficiency for the Bruins.
High efficiency offensively would be our server, Zach Rama. To the back row, and that is Rowan, the setter, picking up the first contact. Rogers comes in, Conley with a pancake save. Gaston, big time blast from Isaiah Fed, the 6'3" outside, does it again.
The Wildcats showing us that they're able to create plays from anywhere on the court. Let's talk about number 3, Rogers, setting this out-of-system ball well in system for the Wildcats to put away.
Fed launches into that center back position, the serve. An assistant for number 11, Keaton Long, the Lewis University transfer. He misfires.
I like that swing by Long. He was trying to aim high hands. He stands at 6'6", so has great reach there on the ball. Watch for him to try and carve up high line again.
David Decker picking up the first touch. Rama obliterates the ball from off the net. Rowan finds his 6'8" senior.
Rowan has been a standout his entire collegiate career, and coming into his senior season here, I expect him to continue to grow and to level up, and that's exactly what he does. Coach Hawks mentioning to us that Rama is very humble. He doesn't really look at the accolades with any light. And when he does, he really shouts out his team and the community around him. And he's a little bit quiet, but when he talks, the team listens because he speaks with intention and has that leadership role for the Bruins.
You would never know when talking to him that he's won all these accolades.
Never.
Because of, like you said, how grounded he is. Fort Valley State has led the entirety of this first set, but we have a tie, the second one of the first set, this one at 5-all after David Decker strikes for the first time.
Decker really coming into his own this season. He saw action last year in 15 matches, but he has really earned that starting role on the right side.
As one lethal serve, according to head coach John Hawks, can go north of 70 miles per hour, and he brings it from the back line.
That's a gnarly swing there by Decker. Great toss out in front, letting him reach fully to go down the line. Serving line to line shortens the distance for reaction time for serve receive.
A first lead for UCLA, 11 points in. Not going to last long.
Gaston at the service line just earned Setter of the Week for the SEAC Conference.
What do you think of all of there's a lot of service errors, and they're all long service errors, not necessarily going into the net right now.
It's about establishing your rhythm early on. Both of these programs are trying to get each other out of system, so they're really walking that line of ace to error ratio.
Look out, 4 to 5 rows up, off the bounce. Keaton Long went for it all on that sharp angle attempt, misses.
That was a very impressive swing from Long. That angle that he was able to attack at, watch for him to try and hit that again.
Kelly misses on the serve, and that's the 4th service error. 4 of the 7 points for Fort Valley State have come off of Bruin service miscues.
The Wildcats have their setter back row, so that means all 3 attackers are in the front.
The trend of risk-taking, serving from one team to the other, not necessarily yet reaping rewards.
With Cameron Thorne entering the game, look for him to get up here, make a big block.
Change of pace, and got it down right in front of Sean Kelly. What do you like about the placement and the touch there?
Yeah, placement, not power. That was great. High volley IQ. Wildcats identified that the Bruins were dug in on defense and saw that off-speed shot opportunity.
Mbe finds the net with the serve. Senior out of New York, went 7 of 11 against Queens in that win earlier this month. Rowan, a laser beam at Keaton Long. First ball side out, Taven Martin gets the job done.
That set from Jeremiah, Jeremiah Gaston was impressive. That was an out-of-system play. Check out Gaston here, well in the middle of the court, creating a first tempo set for a put away.
There is a fearlessness from this Fort Valley State team. A lot of moxie that they're carrying with them, and composure. Is that a case there from Kelly of overthinking what he's trying to do, trying to find the line with the placement?
I think Kelly saw that placement open, just went a bit wide there, but the Wildcats have to take advantage of these unforced errors.
Logan Rogers, opposite at Conley. 2 up on Rama. To the back row, and splitting the block nicely was Sean Kelly. He is 2 of 4 now.
When Kelly's in the back row, you really have to respect him like he's a front row attacker, where he's hitting that big attack as well in front of that 10-foot line, making contact like a front row attacker.
Gaston will tee up Rogers, and that one got sent back. There was all sorts of chaos happening on the court. Cam Thorne got fed up the middle, the 2-time ABCA first-team All-America selection.
Thorne is hitting .667 on the season, and that is because he has range for days. Check out Thorne here, being able to get up in transition on this play and put it away for the Bruins.
On 2, but plenty of time for UCLA to work through it. A jump set from Rogers, off to Fed. They work in synergy. Out of system, the Wildcats are performing well.
Great swing there by Fed, who stands at 6'3". Believe it or not, that's undersized as an outside attacker. But what Fed is bringing to this court is range and volley IQ. He saw that big block out in front and attacked it head on.
Kelly over the top of a triple block. Slightly out of reach there for Isaiah Fed. What were the Wildcats trying to do there?
They're trying to run that back row attack, and it's been working. It's an outlet set. I expect them to earn this first ball side out here.
Thorne hammers away. Long with 3 blockers in front, matched up against him, finds the net, and that would be the 4th attacking error for Fort Valley State.
It starts with the first ball contact, and that's what the Wildcats have to make sure they utilize here to have a spread offense against the Bruins.
Into the block and out. A smart decision for Keaton Long, who had 7 kills on 10 attempts versus Queens earlier this month.
Attacking high hands is exactly how Long is going to put up points for the Wildcats, using that big block out in front to his advantage.
Number 24 wearing the black uniform, that is Martin. Zach Rama from way outside delivers the boom. His 2nd kill. And after a slow start, official yet, but you can imagine we'll be all over social media waiting to see what is next. And what is coming up next for that Wildcat serve receive is a David Decker ace, his 2nd in the match.
When passing a hard-driven serve like this, you have to attack it like a defensive move. Make sure to shoot your shoulders and platform forward, beating that ball to the ground.
Off the overpass, Bruins have opportunities. A touch up there from Embe. Zach Rama, they love going to him in the backcourt. He is delivering, and he has his 70th kill of the season and his 3rd tonight.
Rama continuing to be lethal on that back row attack. You almost have to commit block on him with that first tempo offense.
Which is exactly what John Hawks would say. The head coach, year number 2, who had some great things to say as that serve goes out about Zach Rama. One of those everybody but me, very selfless is Rama, quiet-natured but ultra-competitive, and one of the best in program history at what he does. Micah Wong-Diallo playing a much bigger role this season. Number 8 in white puts it down the middle for the Bruins.
Wong-Diallo saw some action last year in the Bruins jersey with 2 starts, but taking on a much bigger role here this year. He's been able to hit .665 on the season thus far. Let's take another look at this kill from Wong-Diallo. Getting up on this gap set about 6 feet in front of that setter. His setter creates that window of opportunity to beat the block in front of him.
Timeout used by Fort Valley State. Each team is given 2 timeouts per set. Fort Valley State had 10 players from last year's roster move on. And it's not been a case of, oh my goodness, what do we do? It's reloading for Fort Valley State. 11 new players to their 19-player roster. There never was any panic from Coach Larry Rather and his father, Ed, who are on the sidelines and coaching. It's the way things are. The transfer portal, 11 new players, and it's a team that doesn't look like they haven't, it looks like they've been playing for a long time together. And
that is in part to the coaching staff, and how fun for Larry to coach with his dad, Ed, who got him involved in volleyball. And Coach Ed served in the Army for many years, and Larry, his son, at the helm here of Fort Valley State, learned volleyball from his father, went on to play at Ball State as an outside, and now at the helm of the Wildcats program. Doing great things he is for the Wildcats, as Sean Kelly was hoping for great things out of that serve. Not so. 14 serving 18. Look out, that hit the camera off the top of the post there by the pin, and luckily everything is okay equipment-wise. The Bruins currently hitting .438 on the set. Wildcats 167, and that's in part to the 4 attack errors that they have on their side. If they clean those up, they're well in this ball game.
into this ball game for the first time, number 20 in white, Grayson Bradford. Coach Hawk says he is the hardest working guy on the team. Just a freshman, ABC High School Player of the Year a season ago. Expect to see a lot more of him as the seasons go on.
Bradford, a part of the Volleyball Mag Fab 50 list as a recruit.
An obliteration of a set, and that had Cam Thorne speechless with his hands on his head. But dazzling is Rama.
Take a look at this Rama swing coming in on this route on the inside. That's a big step close to earn that swing straight down.
Catches the double block and puts it away. Thorne and Rama were up there, but credit Logan Rogers.
Rogers does a great job of responding after a highlight reel swing from the Bruins. He goes back to the drawing board, earns that first ball side out with a smart high hand swing.
Neither team has a block so far. Rama is not going to see that one get blocked as it comes up short. 2 attacking errors for UCLA. They're out hitting Fort Valley State 444 to 211.
Rogers at the service line here, number 3 for the Wildcats, is a student of the game. Yes, he's majoring in business administration, but he does such a great job in practice, learning every single day.
The hustle, and we've got a lift called on Logan Rogers. Rama back in for serving responsibilities. He is 4 of 8. He is hitting .375 tonight.
Net violation. Yep, net violation there for the Bruins. Wildcats need to utilize this unforced error, especially coming into the red zone here. What I want to see from them also is make sure that you're covering your side. If you're a Wildcat here, let your teammates swing away.
Here's Fed, ABC honorable mention All-America selection. Just the second time they've had one in program history. And there is no slowing down Zach Rama. 5 of 9. What can the Wildcats do against him?
At this point, you would have to commit block because the tempo is just so quick on the side of the Bruins, and Rama's able to run so many routes. Watch him here on this big attack, going in at an angle, starting in area 1. That's a back right corner of the court, and charging into the center of the court to attack that.
Subbing in to serve, Trent Taliaferro to the outside and right off the block, wiping it off the outside of David Decker.
Great swing from Long. High hand-to-ball contact out of Plano, Texas. Previously played at University of Arkansas.
Logan Eaton, number 7, wearing the black uni in to serve. 5'9" freshman from Springfield, Virginia. Serves at Rama in zone 6. Micah Wong Diallo gets fed and converts off a 12th first set assist from Rowan.
Great look there from Wong Diallo getting up. What makes him so lethal, watch, he's in the air on setter ball contact. He had 2 up on him, but his arm swing so fast that the block wasn't able to get there.
The serve receive, not able to get there. David Decker rocks in a 3rd ace, bringing up set points, but before those are
volleyball scene, no matter what conference you're playing in, and go and win it. This is a team that has grit, has leadership. They lead from within. It's a player-driven team, and they don't see each other as individuals. They see each other as a unit, as a tribe.
Sean Kelly got blocked off an out-of-system swing. The block was up on him, and he is shut down.
And that's Mbe there, lining up in front of his attacker, doing a really great job. Number 12 for the Wildcats. Watch Mbe be able to line up on this out-of-system play, earn that block.
There's Gaston. David Decker goes into the block, and it got sent back, and half the team is so riled up and excited that they went down the tunnel in elation.
Take another look at this block, straight down, does not get more of a monster block than that. You even have Rowan smiling through the net saying, yeah, that was pretty good. The entire bench for the Wildcats just ran into the tunnel there.
Two big blocks, but then a service error.
And now he's here being able to coach with his son at head coach.
It's such a special thing to see, and it's so glad that we got an opportunity to tell that story as the Bruins come up with the first ball side out, removing Keaton Long off the service line, who hit in the negative in the first set.
Watch for Fort Valley State to continue to play a disciplined defense. They earned 3 blocks in set number 1, 0 for the Bruins. They were chipping away there in the back half of that game. They earned 10 kills, hitting .273. The Bruins hit .348 in set number 1, so the Wildcats well on their heels here.
That they are, 1 apiece. Served to Rama, who's got 6 kills. Cam Thorne, before you could prepare to block, that ball was already down.
Thorne, of course, played his first 2 seasons at Grand Canyon University, where he was named an All-American, went to the NCAA semifinals with the Lopes after winning the MPSF championship, transferred here to the Bruins, and has been such an impact player.
Trying to make an impact with that serve was Zach Rama. 9 service errors for UCLA. That is 3 more than Fort Valley State has. Number 3 wearing the black uniform, that's Rogers, forcing the overplay. 3 blockers up, taking down the shot from Fed. UCLA really timed that block well.
They did, and that's exactly what they wanted to execute here this evening, is can they get 3 up on the pin blockers? They want to be very disciplined, shoulder-to-shoulder blocking against their opponents.
That is their first block of the night. Fort Valley State, as Victoria mentioned, they've got 3. A D ball, and it is good for a kill for Rogers. Fearless into the Bruin block.
Rogers, fearless as a freshman, is so fun to watch. He's earned a 5th place at the AAU Nationals in 2024 with his club team, and is now a starting role for the Wildcats.
Fed, such an athletic approach into that serve as he comes up empty. 3-all. 4-3.
If the Wildcats are able to establish a first ball contact that's controlled, even in the mid-range, in the middle of the court, their setter Gaston is able to run a first tempo offense with that. Now, what does that mean? A first tempo offense means that you have all 3 options available in the front row, and you're running the set with a quick tempo. It's a faster tempo on the set, so you're trying to beat the block that's in front of you.
4 ties already in this second set. We had 4 in the first. David Decker trying to get around to that D ball. He did have 3 aces in the first set, but does not come up with the kill there. Embe serves at Sean Kelly, who will get it back, forcing the dig that goes over the net. Running that down is Rogers. 2 Bruin blocks in this second set, a team that is 39th in the nation in blocks per set, but they are making a statement here with that play in the second.
Great vision on the side of the Bruins, allowing them to have a better disciplined block there, timing the out-of-system plays and then pressing their hands fast across the tape.
Bruins are out killing Fort Valley State 14-11. What's been different, the approach blocking-wise, since the first set? Is it just time and being able to read it, knowing what you've seen already?
The Bruins have made a good adjustment. Also on the side of the Wildcats, they're not using the block as much. They're hitting more directly into it. So they need to look to tool high hands against that Bruin block.
Kelly rips the serve to Constantine Ononye, good pass, leads to the kill out of the middle for Taven Martin.
Take another look at this kill here. Martin getting up on that gap really drew him that one-on-one opportunity. No blocker there on the side of the Bruins.
Coach Hawks did tell us that with Fort Valley running a slower offense, that does give the block more opportunities for UCLA to go shoulder to shoulder.
It gives them more opportunities, but where Fort Valley State can excel is by having a good pass, a good first ball contact, or controlling the dig and transition. They can beat the block here of the Bruins by running different schemes.
A blowtorch of a shot from off the net. Isaiah Fed. What was the speed on that one?
The reigning SEAC Offensive Player of the Week getting on this quick attack. It's because the pass was in system, allowed him that opportunity to get on that ball so fast.
Thorne getting on the ball fast, but oh, he does get it to go. Excuse me, hit the net, dropped in. 15 assists for Rowan, who's got 13.31 assists per frame averaging. Brings out the ace, his 9th on the year.
Great hand-to-ball contact from Rowan. Pay attention to how he tosses the ball out in front and attacks that seam in between front row, outside Fed, trying to take him out of the lineup here offensively.
Rowan back to back, same location, same velocity, same result.
Libero Ononye in number 8 needs carving it up from the service line. He's been active all game, earning 2 blocks as well with 15 assists.
All 3 of the Bruin blocks coming in this second set. That ball is not going to get blocked, and credit Gaston. What do you think about their setter and Gaston and what he can do as the quarterback?
Gaston has done a really great job of distributing his offense. He has 12 assists on the game thus far with a block to his name. He's creating opportunities in the middle when given so.
Rama avoids the block by going inside of it, accumulating his 2nd hitting error, the team's 6th. 2-point differential. Rama, the little tip shot. Nobody was there in coverage. Late to get there was Long.
And with that last look, the off-speed shot here, Rama has now eclipsed 600 kills in his career.
Incredible stuff for one of the best to ever do it at UCLA. As Logan Rogers ferociously swings and bashes one for a kill off the block.
Sean Kelly wearing that really well. I think that got him right on the forehead. Never fun. But when you're 6'7" and you jump out of the gym, that's gonna happen at this level.
More off-speed stuff for UCLA. Saw some from Rama, there from Thorne. Thorne's 5th kill. He's air-free so far.
I'd like to see these plays a little more off the net. I think it's getting a little bit too tight on both sides.
Fort Valley State, Victoria. They've got a 4-match West Coast road trip tomorrow at Long Beach State, Saturday at USC, Monday at CSUN, here at UCLA on Thursday. Busy schedule.
SoCal tour for them. Coming all the way from Georgia. Hopefully the sunshine will come out for them. It's been gorgeous here, but it was like 72 and sunny all last week and cloudy the last couple of days, so hopefully the sun comes out for them.
They will be here for many days, so plenty of opportunities for the weather to improve. What was the thought process there, Victoria, from Rogers?
Rogers saw the off-speed shot opportunity, and he's been so disciplined all evening. That's his first attack error. He was hitting 700 before that last swing. He's been really lethal all night because of his vision. He saw that open. Look for him to try and earn that point off-speed shot again.
The reception and then the strike from off the net for Fed. He misfires, had 18 kills a match ago. Fed up to 4 on 8 tries.
Wildcats have to clean up their unforced errors. They have 5 attack errors here, giving that lead to the Bruins.
It's another Bruin 3-0 scoring run. They took one going in to 10-7. Throwing it down, no call. Andrew Rowan wanted a call, but none seen. What say you?
Let's take another look here together on this replay. That hand-to-ball contact from Fed was out in front of his shoulder. Therefore, it is not a throw, and it is very legal. Now, if an athlete contacts the ball behind their head and then brings it forward and throws it down, that is considered a throw. But because from the last replay we saw from Fed, his hand-to-ball contact was in front of his shoulder before he power tipped that ball, very much legal.
Powerful serving for the Bruins. 6 aces to the none that the Wildcats have. They will use a timeout once again. They're second.
It's our 14s team who is sitting courtside here this evening. It's fun to have them in the house.
Fun to see how you react to them being there. It's really a cool sight.
Had to go give them high fives, you know, take a selfie.
Of course. The on-2, and Decker had the up. Joust, and the Bruins make a play on the ball first. Short arms the serve. That ends a 3-0 scoring run for the Bruins, excuse me. That's Sean Kelly coming up just short.
And this is where Fort Valley State can get on a run on their side if they're able to stay consistent at the service line. Maybe mix in a short serve here. Try and work the Bruins out of system and earn in transition.
Eaton back in there for serving responsibilities. Michael Wong Diallo was blocked. What did you see there?
Net violation on the side of the Wildcats, but I really liked that block move from Martin, 24 for Fort Valley State. It was a good read there by Martin. He was in the right place at the right time, and such a special story, number 24 for the Wildcats. Take another look here. Here's Martin making that block move. Great look, and this was the net violation coming down on the bottom of the tape. It looks like we're gonna get a challenge here on this.
All right, so they are challenging a net.
Let's take another look here. Here's the challenge with net violation.
That's close.
Coming down. It's very close.
Grayson Bradford has come in, number 20. Things will stay UCLA's way off that last point. Michael Wong Diallo, float serve to Fed. The pass sails. Rama there with Thorne to clean up.
Wildcats need to take care of that first ball contact on their side. Try and work this pass off the net to run their offense. Watch for number 24, Martin, in the middle.
At setter, Trent Taliaferro, who is in now for the rest of the match. Number 9 in white for the Bruins. The thought for Coach Hawks coming into this one, he told us, was he knows his team is playing well when he can open up the bench a little bit and get some guys that normally don't get in, get them opportunities. Getting Trent out there, that was something he told us he was hoping to do.
And that's being able to get the bench players right now, you know, exposure and the opportunity to come in and get some live reps, because you can train all day in the practice gym, but until you lace up and you're under the lights and you're going against somebody else that's not your teammate, it's a different feeling. And so being able to have the depth on the bench that they do for the Bruins, giving the opportunity to bring them in and create some momentum, some real live reps is pretty special.
Even Russell has come in too, and that was another name that Coach Hawk said he would hope to get him in, number 2 in white for the Bruins. And Taliaferro, his father is right there. Brandon was an assistant coach on the team last year. Former Bruin great. You would never be a former great. You are always a great. So a Bruin great. How dare I say that?
How fun for his son to, you know, be able to wear the jersey that his dad once did. And Trent Taliaferro is a sophomore setter that we're seeing here out of San Clemente. And we saw some action from him last season, came in and played in 10 matches.
Sean Kelly fly swats that one home, getting a buttery set from Taliaferro.
Take another look here from Kelly, being able to get on this ball, utilizing the seam in the block, swinging high and through that play.
Gaston sets Rogers. The Bruins were up, and they have one incredible stop.
What a huge block for the Bruins, clamping down there on that ball. It starts with vision and then disciplined hands pressing fast across that tape.
Kelly and Russell responsible for that stuff. Plenty of set points. Fed comes in, delays what the Bruins are hoping, and that is closing out the second.
Great look there by the senior leader, Fed. He took on a role to teach the team what the standard is, and he comes into the gym every day, works hard, and that has really bled into the rest of the team.
Russell got sent back right into the teeth of the block. The 4th block for Fort Valley State, and their first in the second set.
Number 12, Mbe here. Take a look. He was able to read his attacker out in front. He stayed put. He stayed disciplined, saw the read, and then made the play. He's majoring in mathematics, minor in statistics, so he knows a thing or two about reading a play.
Sean Kelly on a 3rd set point closes it out for the Bruins. Kelly's 4th kill puts UCLA up 2 sets to none as they look to sweep Fort Valley State for the 4th time in a 4th meeting.
It's all about growing the sport and being able to do it with maybe the guy across the net from you, because at the end of the day, this is a game and it's so fun to be a part of, and the culture around it is just very special.
Andrew Owen is back setting, but we do have a new opposite in Grayson Bradford, who played sparingly in the second set, number 20. Grayson Bradford, 6'10", playing his 5th set of the season. Gaston looking Martin's way, and those two in coordination for the send down 1-all.
Number 24, Martin, has done a great job for the Wildcats to be up and ready. And what a special story. Talking to Coach Larry earlier, he said, yeah, my pop reached out and was asking, hey, how are you doing, Martin? Are you gonna, not even bringing up volleyball, just checking in on him, mentorship, and just to genuinely see how he was doing. And Martin said, you know what, coach? I was looking for your number. I couldn't find it. I wanted to call you and say, hey, I want to come back and play volleyball. And here is Martin putting up numbers, hitting 400 on the season coming into tonight.
Just an incredible story. One of the many that we're so grateful to be able to share here amongst these players and these coaches from both teams. 3-1, Andrew Rowan is back in there. He had a nice service run in the second set, which was spearheaded by 2 aces. Number 25 wearing the black uni for Fort Valley State. That's Jeremy Jacob Gray seeing his first action, native of Memphis.
Great first pass there from Jacob Gray. Hold his platform on contact, which allowed him to pass that ball in system.
Rowan goes right at the newly inserted into the game Gray. Fed levitating in the air and found a soft spot in the defense, but how about that vertical lead?
It starts with Jacob Gray in serve receive, creating this first ball contact high, perfect pass to allow one-on-one opportunities. The block was moving there, letting Fed be able to power tip down the line.
17 assists for our server, Gaston. Kelly forces the overpass. Got it again. Gray needing help. Ononye with a chase down. A combo play for Kelly. Blasts away in the middle, threw off the defense to allow Kelly to score.
All offensive threats up on the side of the Bruins, allowing Kelly to get on this route. Great quick bick there, creating the seam in the block. All 3 blockers had to commit block on that quick, opening up the bick.
Logan Rogers unfurls from the pin. His 7th kill, that ties him for a team high.
Rogers has just done a fantastic job. Let's take another look here at Rogers tracking this ball, and his hand-to-ball contact is about where the top of the antenna is. So he was able to have great spacing, attack high seam. He does not play like a freshman at all, and it's very exciting to see that this is just the beginning for Rogers.
It certainly is. As Thorne, it's going to be the beginning and the end of his service stint with that out ball. 6-4. The number service errors, 13 for UCLA, 12 for Fort Valley State. And look out, I think that hit one of your players.
Hey, heads up. You know, I'll let them know. You got to make sure that you're watching this game, because maybe you'll get a rep, an opportunity there. It's so fun to have them sitting on the sideline, the boys laughing.
With how hard they hit, you can't take a second to look down at your cell phone.
And they better not be on their phones.
No.
I told them no phones at the game, just like practice.
Attacking air from number 20 in white, Grayson Bradford.
Wildcats have to utilize that unforced error on the side of the Bruins.
They're going to challenge whether or not there's a touch. That's UCLA using the challenge.
Take another look here on the challenge. I'm not seeing a touch on the side of the Wildcats. That looks like all tape to me. Try and show it again here for you guys. Now, if the ball hits the tape, then a blocker's hand, that is a point for the Wildcats. So that ball looked like it hit the tape in the antenna there. So that is an error on the side of the Bruins. We can see our line referee calling that by waving the flag straight up in the air. That means that the antenna was hit on the attack, which is illegal. You're not allowed to attack and hit that red and white antenna.
History was made by Fort Valley State. 2024, as we keep showing you different angles of a call that is about to be made, and there was a touch, meaning the point goes from one side to the other.
I don't know about that one.
I can tell you that in 2024, Fort Valley State became the first HBCU to compete in the NCAA tournament. The NCAA tournament is coming to UCLA later this year as Grayson puts Bradford puts one into the net. And you know who's going to probably be there? Those guys.
There's my team. There's Rockstar 14s. I've been coaching them this season. So proud of my boys. We earned bronze at the SoCal Winter Formal Cup, which was really fun, and just got back from playing in that tournament in Arizona. And let me tell you, they are so excited to be here. Brian, when we were playing at the Winter Formal in December, two of my athletes ran over to me, Coach Vicky, guess who just signed my shoe? I said, who? And they said, Zach Rama. And now they get to see him swinging here at courtside. They're so excited to be here.
Save that shoe. It is worth a lot as the Bruins.
He wears it to practice.
That, I don't blame him one bit.
I think he jumps higher now.
Obviously.
Obviously, if Zach Rama signs your shoe, you jump higher. That's just volley math.
It is. Micah Wong Diallo had to jump really high moments ago to get that solo block, which is only the second solo block of the season for UCLA. Martin did not know where he was in relation to the net and the ball, and the brute force from Bradford reigns supreme.
So that is front row here for the Wildcats. So that means Gaston, number 9, can swing and attack if he has the opportunity, just like that, going up for the block.
Fed, and goodness gracious, look out, Rama. And he's okay, Rama, but that one was a fireball.
The bench is having so much fun. I love this about the Wildcats. They just have fun. Look at this 4-to-4 swing. Insane from Fed. Nothing but angle. Getting on that ball quickly, beating the block of the Bruins.
Rama has it served at him. Comes right back to force the overplay. Got it again. Not to be denied. So after taking one, he goes right back and dishes out some revenge with a score.
These Wildcats are going to continue to get block touches. They know how to work on defense. You're seeing their bench is just so hyped, and that bleeds into the play. And they just have fun, Brian. It's just so fun.
They do. It's so fun to talk to the coaches, get to know the players, speaking with them before. Rama puts it on a pedestal, and at a 1v1, Bradford wins it against Rogers. Nine kills for our server, Rama. Takes it to Gray. Fed with a big wrist snap. Misfires, and he went for it all there.
I like that high hand to ball contact from Fed. That's a good aggressive swing. It's a good aggressive air. He's challenging the Bruins deep. He's not swinging low into the tape. Fed has been consistent, swinging high on his side for the Wildcats, and has earned multiple points doing that for his team.
Rama serves at Anoye. Fed absolutely clocked that ball.
That was a great swing again. I mean, from my perspective, that was really close to the line.
Is it challenge-worthy?
I would challenge it.
Haven't seen one, but you bring up a good point and a case for it. A Bruin 18th service error puts a stop to a 3-0 run with Rama at the line. Mari Griffin seeing his first action of the year. Number 22 coming in.
The Wildcats have all three attackers in the front row.
Kelly got the cross-court set and off the upper body of Gray, but the net was contacted. UCLA starting to round and led the team in kills last year. Spencer Graves is serving, number 6 in white for the Bruins, seeing his first action of the night.
Bradford in number 20 for the Bruins, trying to establish some rhythm on his side. The freshman outside played at Maricosta, part of that CIF Division I state championship team.
Floater to Griffin, mishandles. Gray left hitting it out of system ball. Outside the block, Gray trying to almost like chest pass it to the outside of the block. He misses the mark.
I like that look by Jacob Gray. He was trying to find a solution to the play, just went a bit wide there. You can see a smile on his face. He's a next ball mentality kind of athlete.
They keep serving Griffin. That's Graves sneaking in for the first touch. Grayson Bradford saw his momentum carry him into the net. Filipos Christos Tomo comes in, number 12, make that number 10 for the Bruins. We're currently enjoying a 4-0 scoring spurt. Rogers into set. Kelly and Russell tag teaming on the rejection, make it 5 straight for the home team.
Great read there by the Bruins, getting on their attackers quickly, pressing their hands across the tape.
Trent Taliaferro is in, Russell, so you're seeing some of the subs coming in. This is exactly what Coach Hawks envisioned, feeling that if his team was up by a considerable amount, then you get to open the bench up and get some new faces out there. Including number 4, Morgan Glenn. Taliaferro got the up. Kelly hammers it into 3 blockers.
The Wildcats continuing to just look each other in the eye and play with joy. They're learning from every point and just really staying together here. Watch for Jacob Gray to take a big passing load here. Great in-system pass from Jacob Gray.
Gray looking for that corner in zone 5. He's been getting a lot of offensive workload lately.
The redshirt freshman out of Memphis, Tennessee has done a really great job. Jacob Gray, number 25 for the Wildcats. Multiple times in serve receive. He's done a great job of having an early platform, being able to have in-system passes on the side of the Wildcats. Looks like there might be a challenge on the floor. I believe the challenge is a touch on the Bruins. Take a look here with you. That's Jacob Gray swinging on the left pin, redshirt freshman.
They got a touch, so the challenge proves beneficial for the visitors.
Take another look here with you. Great look from our team. There's a block touch right there on the seam.
A T-base for Logan Rogers.
Rogers is a playmaker. He is going to fire away at the service line. He is going to put balls down for the Wildcats. 7 kills, only 2 attack errors, hitting .417 on the game.
Kelly goes down the line. Fort Valley State was caught up in the net. How do you avoid that happening as frequently?
It's about your spacing when you're blocking, being able to not get too tight to the net and keep your hands in front of your face. You want to see the back of your hands when you're making your blocking moves.
Sean Kelly bringing the firepower. He has such an improved serve from last year, 60 to 70 miles per hour. He's taking it on himself to really get better there.
The Wildcats looking for a first ball side out against this topspin.
Offhand for Gaston. Setting up Grayson Bradford. What a pickup from Griffin. Gray goes at Bradford to force the overplay. Rogers to Gray. As Rogers has stepped into set after Gaston began as the setter.
Net violation on the side of the Bruins. And the Wildcats just having some fun with it. Their bench still cheering very loud. Athletes on the court talking to each other, looking each other in the eye. This is what Coach Rather said. We're a tribe. Everyone contributes to make it work.
Contributing to make a kill work would be Grayson Bradford. And how about this? Size up his game for me. He's 5 of 7 quietly off the bench.
He's a playmaker. Bradford knows what to do. He sees the court out in front of him, comes from a very high pedigree from high school, from club. Now getting able to be in the gym of the Bruins and really expand his volleyball IQ.
How often do you see 2 of those in one set?
Martin is saying, thank you very much. There's Martin, number 24 for the Wildcats. He's had a great game. He's batted .333, earning 3 kills, a block, and an ace.
15 serving 23. Martin 3 of 6, hitting .333. Grayson Bradford steps out, adjusts, then uses the full dimensions of the court for match points.
Great look there from the freshman, being able to have good hand on ball to find that sideline.
Out is the call from Griffin, and a stress-free 3-set win for number 1 in the nation, UCLA. The Bruins cruising behind a .417 attack percentage, taking down Fort Valley State and sweeping them for a 4th time.
The Bruins took care of business. They